Hey guys, welcome back to Attack Around the World. How has your week been? My week has been pretty good. It's been full of stuff. It's been snowing all week. I say all week. It's been snowing for the past like 2 days. Off and on, and then for like a good solid like afternoon / night it snowed. I don't think we still didn't have very much snow in comparison to I mean, in comparison to other people, other places and shit, we had like no snow. Like the whole red alert thing is like I get it. I'm sure in some places it was very relevant, but here it was not relevant at all. But it was nice. It was nice. It definitely affected the creative process, and by creative process I mean I stayed in and did nothing. So you know, there was that. But no, it snowed. It's nice to have snow, but I don't like the sleet. You know. I don't like all the slush and shit it leaves behind, all the brown shit on the roads, and it's like, it's just unappealing to deal with. It's like, okay, then you have to, and when you have to go to work, you're like, oh, look, it's all just there, it's all slushy, and you gotta walk through it and shit. It's gross. It's gross stuff. But you know what? It's fine. Because the snow itself is beautiful, so that's at least nice. Anyway, let's talk about video games, shall we? What have I been playing this week? I finished off Metal Gear Survive. That game is pretty average. Ending off, pretty average. Not very long. I mean, I say that. It was a good 20 hours, 25 hours between there. Or at least that's how long mine lasted. So at least it was a decent length. You know, but I kind of wish that game had more funding. I don't know. The cutscenes could have been so much more engaging, but instead they decided to go with this like talk system. It was the cutscene utilization of the cutscenes was bad. That's right. My vocabulary upgraded. It's bad. The game itself I enjoyed, but I like survival games. I very much like those sort of like quick you need food, quick you need water sort of thing. So the game was very much fun for me early on, because later on it becomes very easy to survive. You have food coming out of your asshole, and you have fucking water sprouting out of your ears. It's ridiculous. It's much more effective early on, I think, rather than later on in the game. But I know a lot of people don't like the survival aspect of it. They're like, I don't like survival aspects at all. Like the Fallout New Vegas that had the food and water. You had to keep drinking, and eating and like sleeping and stuff. I fucking adored that. That was super fun, super cool. So you know, I kind of wish other games had it. I kind of wish there was a Skyrim thing that had it. I understand that there's a mod, but I'm not sure. I don't really like putting mods on because I'm not sure how effective they work, basically. But in any case, I hear that that there is a mod for the eating and drinking. I just don't want to use it because it's a mod, and I'm not. I don't know. I can't ever be asked to mod stuff, you know. It seems such a pain in my ass. But Skyrim. I wish Skyrim had one. I hope that Skyrim. The next Skyrim has one, or next Elder Scrolls, should I say. Speaking of which, I mean, we're kind of fast approaching E3. I saw a tweet the other day that was saying that we're only like 100 days away from E3. And not wrong. We're quite close already. It's kind of insane how close we are to E3. I don't know what we're going to be seeing. I mean, obviously, I hope to see some new Nintendo Switchy stuff. I hope to see, you know, some Bethesda stuff. I hope to see a new Elder Scrolls. That'd be great. Or an Oblivion remaster, that'd be nice, because I have Oblivion on my PC, and I've been trying to play Oblivion on my PC, but almost every second of that game, if anything happens on my PC, anywhere else, the game just crashes. Someone messaged me on Steam, crash. Someone messaged me on Discord, crash. And a Windows update popped up, crash. I'm like, this is ridiculous. What? Why is it crashing all the time? It just crashes literally all the time. I don't know how to deal with it, but It's a thing that happens, unfortunately. How come you did not die? You didn't even get touched. Did you just dodge it? Did you just straight up dodge it? Whoa. Weird. Anyway, so yes. I've been trying to play Oblivion, but I cannot because it keeps crashing, so that's a shame. Why can't I do this? Oh, because this is no ranged. I see. If I just did it there, like that. You can't actually do it there like that. That's irritating. Destroy... You know what? Fuck it. Destroy this. Fuck it. Get rid of this shit. There we go. Clear the board. It's really nice. It's much better. Alright, hopefully we should be able to deal with a lot more damage now. So alright, what was I talking about? So yes, I kind of like a Oblivion remaster, but it's much too early for us to be talking about E3 predictions and E3, what we want to see and stuff like that. It's much too early. So we'll come back to that topic in like 3 months, okay? We'll come back to that topic when it's relevant, okay? Then and that'll be fine. But I am looking forward to that. I'm hoping that the Switch is going to do really well. And speaking of Switch, actually, the Switch it's 1 year. It's over a year old now. Oh, Dynamic Moon. Okay. Like how fucking cool is that? The Switch is a year old now. Breath of the Wild, a year old. Man, it's kind of scary how quick time passes, isn't it? But yeah, the Switch is a year old, and what have I got for it? I don't know, some good games. Some good games and some bad games. More good games than bad games, so that's good. I like that. To be honest, I didn't buy any of the obvious shovelware shit like the fucking 1-2 Switch and stuff like that, so I didn't actively participate in buying shitty games on the Switch. So that was nice. I kind of just was like, yeah, that one's a Nintendo game. Yep, that one's a Nintendo game. And games are... The Switch still has a problem with licensing or releasing its games. Because it's like... There's games that still haven't come out on the Switch that so should have, you know? Like Battle Clashes, Night War. Like, that should have come out fucking ages ago. Should come out with the release. And they think they can put games out, and then they think that they can charge like an extra fucking... They can charge full price for them, right? Like 10 quid more than full price, for like 50, 60 quid for these games. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that just because you got like your little cartridge. I don't believe you, Nintendo. So that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we have to deal with that shittiness. We're not gonna be able to get them, are we? Fuck it. But hopefully that'll pass. I mean, I noticed that some prices have started to come down. There was God Wars. God Wars, the NIS game, has recently been announced for the Switch. It's coming out like the 8th or something. Not the 8th day, the 8th month. It's coming out around August, I think. But it's like really far away, and it's already released on PlayStation and stuff like that. So this is a really nice map, isn't it? I like that little map. That's cute. But yeah, so it's kind of weird that it's taken so long to come out, just to be ported to the Switch, and it's only going to be 30 quid. So I've not played God Wars yet. I wanted to play God Wars, and I didn't. So you know what? I might buy that. I might buy that and play that on my Switch. So I think that'd be nice to play on the Switch. Assuming, you know, from the we've got all the other stuff releasing as well. You got Metroid and stuff like that coming out later this year. So here's hoping we get a Twilight Princess and Wind Waker collection at some point as well. That'd be nice. Both in the same box? That would be phenomenal. Do I expect both of them to be in the same box? Nope. I don't see that happening at all. I see them being separate boxes. That's for damn sure. But anyway, so I wanted to actually talk to you guys about something, because we usually, at the end of a month, we talk about games that are coming out the next month, right? And what games that I'm buying and what games that I'm interested in and stuff like that. Which should have been last week's video, but I completely blanked on the date, right? I completely blanked on what day it was, and it didn't end up being that at all. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about what games are coming out this month and what are interesting to me, at least. So there's a remake, of course. Of course there is, because there's always the remakes and the re-releases. You know, there is the Burnout Paradise Ultimate Remaster Edition. Now, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting that they would do this. My suspicions on the matter are that they want to test how relevant Burnout still is. And I think they're going to find out that Burnout is still very much relevant. I fucking adore Burnout. It's one of my favorite racing games. It's right up there with Mario Kart, stuff like that. I fucking adore Burnout. It's super good. Burnout Free Takedown was my favorite. I think that's a lot of people's favorites. I think a lot of people like Burnout Free Takedown, and I kind of wish that was remastered, if anything was going to be remastered, rather than the open worldy one. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I've definitely brought it. We're going to do a video on it. We're going to see how much it's improved from the regular version. I just feel kind of shamed because I brought the original Burnout Paradise on PC, the Ultimate Box or whatever it was called. I brought it on PC like Christmas, I think. It was like 99p. So I was like, okay, cool. And I got that. And then, like, not very much longer, this was announced. I was like, you son of a... Not that it matters, because it was only 99p, but it's still like, seriously? You fucking bastards? You come 99p at me? You know? So, but it's fine. It's fine. So this is coming out. It's obviously for the PlayStation, the Xbox, you know, all that sort of stuff. Why is it... I don't think it's on the Switch. Why isn't it on the Switch? I don't know. Quite frankly, it's disgusting, isn't it? It should be 100% on the Switch. Is there any more? I don't think there's any more. We didn't even look at what we got, did we? Whatever. I've already taken it all. Oh, I see this lady here. Hello. But yeah, so Burnout Paradise is obviously remastering. It says it's all remastered, and it says it's all beautiful, and it says it's all gorgeous. I'm not willing to take that at its pace. The trailer doesn't really show off, like, super amazing looks. So hopefully the game looks really, really, really nice. I never hope for a game to look bad. But, oh my god, how many invading? Jesus. You know, I never hope for a game to look bad directly, but hopefully this is good. Hopefully this shows an interest in Burnout. That's what I'm hoping. That's my strongest hope, that it shows an interest in Burnout, and people will be like, and EA will be like, okay, fine, Burnout's doing well, Burnout's really useful, still good. Let's get Criterion to make another one. You know, like that's my hope here. Basically, is that Criterion get to make a new Burnout, because it's been much too long since we've had a Burnout game, and it makes me sad because Burnout is fucking fantastic. It's so good. So that's releasing. I think that's releasing soon. I think that's the next game that's being released for us on the show. Anyway, that's definitely the next. That's definitely the next Strife plays for a while. Is going to be the new Burnout. So hopefully that'll be nice. Hopefully we can play that for a good chunk of time, and hopefully appreciate it. So there's Ni no Kuni 2. That's coming out this month as well. Finally, it's coming out. It's pushed back twice, maybe 3 times. It was pushed back. I can't quite remember, but that's looking pretty good. I'm hoping that I can play the Roy Mustang kind of looking like guy. I hope I can switch between the characters, because I don't want to play as the kid. He looks very uninteresting, and that may hurt the game overall, that the main character is uninteresting. But that's the case, right? Uninteresting characters just have a harder time starting off, but hopefully they will be able to endear themselves to me down the road of the game. So once again, of course, we're going to have a Strife Plays for a while on Ni no Kuni. We'll have the first hour of gameplay, regardless of how that sets out to be. And hopefully that'll be pretty good. Oh, I think we've got... Oh, okay, let's get Yasha out. There we go. That one do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got this. We got this. We got this. Boom. Did it. So yeah, Ni no Kuni is coming out. I love Ni no Kuni. The first Ni no Kuni is so fucking beautiful. It's such a nice game to just to play. It's if you've not played the first Ni no Kuni, you absolutely should. It's level 5, right? It's level 5, so you know it's already an interesting RPG because it's level 5. It's kind of like Pokemon mixed with a Studio Ghibli movie. Yeah, exactly. It's like what if Studio Ghibli got a hold of Pokemon. Basically, it's really cute, it's really funny, it's adorable. There's some really lovable characters in it, and it's just a fun world to adventure through. And it looks like I think the main character's name from the first game was Oliver. I think it looks like Oliver's like legend of him going through this world has spread at some degree of being a great wizard and stuff. And this kid is like the prince of Ding Dao Dong, or Ding Dong Dale, I think it's actually called, and that's like a town ruled by a big cat, right? And he's like a half cat sort of person, and he's going to be the new ruler, but he's obviously casted out at some point, I guess. And you have to retake his throne, I guess, or go on a much bigger adventure and stuff like that. But it looks really cool. I can't wait to get a hold of Ni no Kuni 2 and play that. That's going to be fun. Expect a Strife plays for a while. I would love to do a video afterwards, like a kind of like a, maybe not so much as a review video, but like a thoughts video, just a overall thoughts on the game in general video at the end of it. And maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'd like to do that on every game that I do. Every game that I play, I would love to have that. I don't think I have two things. I think one of the things that I'm missing is confidence, and the other thing, if I'm being honest with myself, I think it's confidence, and the other thing is the time. I'm not sure how much time I'd be able to put into it, so that also kind of scares me away, because I would put a lot of time into it, and I don't know if I'd be able to actually do that. But I would love to do that at some point as well. So maybe here's hoping. Maybe if I say it here, sorry, maybe if I say it here, it'll be more real, and I'll do it. But anyway, bosses over there. Okay. Anyway, so the next game, that's what I'm buying this month. That's what I'm buying. It's the only thing that interests me. The only other thing that I'm going to be probably keeping an eye on is probably the new Far Cry game. I have a sneaky suspicion that this Far Cry game will be the exact same as every other Far Cry game ever. I say every game Far Cry ever. I love Far Cry. I loved Far Cry until 4, right? Until the most recent one. And the reason I love them is because they were all so different, right? Every single one of them was really different and really interesting and really unique. The first one, you had like mutant powers, and well, the first one on PC, you didn't actually have any mutant powers, but when that was released to the Xbox 360, you had these mutant powers that you could, like, feral powers, which you could, like, claw people and stuff, and it was really fucking fun. It was really, really cool. And then they kind of, like, moved to another thing where it was, like, Africa, and that was, like, a really interesting game. The Far Cry 2 is actually a very interesting game. It's open world. It's not the best. It's not the best game. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a bit weird, but at the same time, I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed number 2. I thought it was interesting. So that was that. But it's not quite as... It wasn't quite as refined, right, as what 3 was. And then 3 came out, and 3 was really, really good. I think everybody really, really liked 3, and that's what... Because 3 sold so well, that's what made Ubisoft go, right, we did it. We've found the formula, you know, like same with Assassin's Creed. Like Assassin's Creed 1 was very out there, and then Assassin's Creed 2 was very much refined. And they were like, people really loved Assassin's Creed 2, and they were like, oh, we did it, we found it, we found the formula, stick with that forever, you know. And then until they got boring, and then they got then they did Black Flag, and everyone was like, oh shit, Black Flag's great. And they're like, we did it again, we found the formula, boats, people like the boats. Or, well, Assassin's Creed 3, wasn't it? Where they found like they liked the boats, and then they did a whole game based around it. And I think that's Ubisoft's probably downfall, quite frankly. I'd rather they keep changing up in some regard rather than just being stiff and boring. And so they made Far Cry 4, and that was really stiff and boring, and it's just the exact same. Far Cry Primal was the same game, which I don't know how you do that. Like, I understand that it's in a different era and it had different methods and different things that you think makes the game entirely different, but it was not. It was very much the exact same game, just with a different skin, you know? And that was worrying. That was an issue. That was an issue for me, at least. So I didn't appreciate Far Cry Primal. I didn't appreciate Far Cry 4. And Far Cry 5 just looks even worse than Far Cry 4. So I'm not going to be buying that. Maybe I will. Maybe when I will, when it, like, you know, goes cheaper and everybody is talking about how good it is, maybe I'll pick it up. But I'm definitely taking a wait and see approach with Far Cry 3. And I don't think there is any other games really that I even was taking note on over this month. So it's a pretty dry month. That makes sense, being the 3rd. I think we got a bunch more games coming out on the 4th and the 5th. That's probably when they all start picking up again. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, leave a like and a comment down below, and let me know what you're buying this month in the comments below. Bye bye.